Hey, what's up everyone? Fluffy Armchair Admiral here with another video about Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Before I begin today's video, I'd like to remind you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done that already, and use that bell to make sure you won't miss out on any content from me. I would also like to encourage you to join my Discord server, where you can interact with me and other Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts fans, share some of your crazy designs, suggest a cool scenario, or just chill. You can find link in description down below this video. So, welcome back in yet 5th episode of Custom Battle Scenarios. I have to admit that this series is going far better than I expected it to be. So thank you very much for all your hard work, for all your submissions, because it's thanks to you, dear viewers, that this series is still going. And I hope that it will only expand. So, with that said, we are here today to actually explore another of those cool scenarios. So, as you can probably see on your screen, if I didn't forget to edit that in, you should see the results of this week's vote. So, congratulations to Dinner. His scenario received 3 valid votes. Against 0 for Pepper's proposed scenario. So, well, congratulations to both of you. Pepper's scenario is joining my reserve scenario pool, from which I will eventually at some point start picking up some more interesting scenarios that I'm personally willing to play, but they eventually didn't make it to main series. And as for Dinner's scenario, we will feature it today. We will look at it in just a minute. So for everyone else who is very interested to eventually join this program, all you have to do is to jump in on my Discord. Link is down below in description of this video, and submit your scenarios in appropriate channel. And that's pretty much almost it. Every week when I record a new video, I am also making a poll for a next custom battle scenario video submission that will be covered in such video. So the rules are simple. If there are more than 2 submissions, the winner gets featured. The second place is being rolled out to a next week vote, so there is a second chance, and third place and above gets into the reserve pool. So, rules are very simple, rules are fair and square for everyone, and I really don't want to say that this scenario is better and this scenario is worse, mostly because, while I do have my own preferences, I would like to hear your voice, dear viewers. I would like to see what you would like to basically watch, and I'm happy to deliver that. Right, so let's have a look at this week's winner, which is Alternative History from Dinner. So, the year is 1941. Despite the Allies' best efforts, the fight for Northern Africa is falling due to the surprising bite of the Italians and nationalist Spain's unexpected entry into the Axis. Due to the loss of Gibraltar by Spanish conquest and the ongoing fight over Port Said, the British Admiralty has made the tough decision to abandon operations in the Mediterranean and has ordered all ships to escape through the Suez Canal by any means necessary. Your small task force is alone, 3 hours away from the mouth of the canal. You hear over the radio that troops are being evacuated from Port Said onto transports, and realize this will be your last chance to leave or risk being cut off. However, the Italians have caught up onto your plan and have moved a superior scouting force to intercept. Your force consists of 4 light cruisers and 4 destroyers of 1935 design. You'll design the cruisers, which must have some kind of sonar and at least 8 main guns. The enemy force consists of battleship, 2 heavy cruisers, and 2 destroyers of 1930 or 1935 design, depending on difficulty. 1930 for easy and 35 for hard. I will go for hard though. Starting range is 15 kilometers. Victory is achieved by surviving 3 hours and escaping through the canal, by being faster than them and out of engagement range of the enemy for 1 hour, or by sending the Italian ships to the bottom. You also must not detach your ship types and keep a tight formation in preparation for the escape. Good luck. Well, it really sounds like a very, very good and balanced scenario. Let me switch to the game window so I won't forget to do that. So I am really, really excited to see what it's going to show. I will make one small modification though. To not make things too easy, I will consider initial course of my ships as escape course for the mission. So if I want to survive, for example, by escaping the enemy, I need to escape in the same direction that my ships started. So it might create a very, very interesting outcomes of the battle, because the game may spawn my forces in such a way that I will have to go across the enemy formation, or I will have to go around them in order to continue my journey. If I would just have to escape in any direction, then this mission would be over within about an hour, and that makes no sense. So let's try to go across the enemy wherever this is possible, and go to the other side if the mission decides me to have to do that. Or if enemy will spawn the enemy that is actually chasing me, I will probably try to turn around and bite back to eventually slow down the enemy movement, cripple their forces, or maybe sink something. I don't think I will go for sinking full enemy force unless I'm lucky and I can take down the enemy battleship. We'll see how the situation develops. So let's design our ship. We will be going for light cruiser because that's what we have to do. The name of the ship will, well, we can leave it at Dartmouth, whatever it is written. My pronunciation needs work, that's for sure. Right. I think I can drop the speed to 30 knots. It is a risky strategy, but I think we can manage that. I will leave range at medium, but bulkheads will be pushed to many. Or actually maximum. Yes, let's go for maximum. Geared steam turbines 2 is a good choice, in my opinion. For 35 design, it's actually pretty well. It's pretty good choice. That's for sure. Semi-oil. No, I will go for oil fuel. I will leave the boilers at natural for now. Auxiliary engine 4. I want to be able to run away or continue to run away if my engines get damaged. It might increase the survivability of my ships. Shaft 3, again, for increased survivability. Crab 4, to save some weight. And barbette 2, to avoid any accidental detonations or flash fires. It should be sufficient, especially that I'm planning to take 2 powder as well. Single hull bottom. Now, let's go for double. Again, it will prevent enemy from sinking our ships too easily by striking below the waterline with their AP shells. Double hull bottom is actually protecting from this kind of behavior. Reinforced bulkheads, again, extra protection. It's never bad to have such. Anti-float 2 and all or nothing citadels to protect my magazines and internal elements of the ships. I would like to have 23-inch torpedoes. They will definitely turn the tide of this battle if enemy has less bulkheads. Generation 2 radar, radio direction finder, acoustic sonar 3, and coincidence rangefinder 5. I won't be doing anything with armor yet, but I think that is a good start for our design. So, now let's build our ship. What we have to do is to put at least 8 guns. So, let's start from main tower. Do I want to go for 1 or 2? 1 or 2? 1 or 2? 1 Let's go for 1. Let's push it slightly more to the middle of the ship. And let's see, rear tower. Rear tower 7, 6, 7, 6. Well, in that case, that's only 80 tons difference. The cost is significant, but we don't need to worry about a cost difference. I think, yeah, let's go with rear tower 7. It has better statistics and the difference is just 80 tons. So that's probably 1 secondary gun less. And let's put it here. It gives us already a 4-weight offset of 3.4%. But I think we will be able to manage this element quite well. Funnels. Tick funnel 2. If I can put it in the middle, or tick funnel 1. And split it between 2 superstructures. Nah, let's go for tick funnel 2. So we will be able to save up some space. Why is that? Well, engine efficiency is already at 95.8%. So if I would add induced boilers, it will bring our engine efficiency to 100%, with funnel capacity of 91.2. It has very little to no impact on pitch, which will be very beneficial, especially that I'm planning to smack about 4 double guns at least onto this ship. So let's think about guns. So when it comes to guns, I don't want to go for 7-inch. They would be definitely very good, especially to deal some damage to heavy cruisers that we will be definitely facing against. But it would make this ship a little bit unrealistic, because historically, if we all remember, there were naval treaties that limited what kind of cruiser guns can we make. So let's follow those treaties, which limits our maximum gun caliber to 6-inch. So let's do that. And how do we want to arrange those guns? Right. I think let's go for just simple design of 4 double 4 double turrets, and it should actually make our ship look good. So initially we start with that. We got 8 guns as the mission states, and now we can do whatever we want. So there are multiple ways we can go for it. I think I would definitely like to have some torpedoes. But how do I want to arrange them is a different story. 2 triple launchers, for example. That might work, in fact. If I would do that, and then if I would do that. Yeah, that looks good. 23-inch size with perhaps electric. Yeah, that actually looks interesting. There is a little bit of an offset created by those launchers. So perhaps if I would move those more to the middle. There we go. Let me just turn this around and remove this one. Yeah, there's still offset to the rear. So perhaps I could push these guns forward. Let's do that, and well, still offset. My goodness me, how far I need to push those guns. Oh, there is offset to the front now. Yeah, that creates a little bit of an offset to the front. But what I can do is to balance it with secondary guns. So if I would put these and these, beautiful. And now I can put some of these. Can I? Well, I can always put some more guns. Perhaps. Yeah. And these ones. There we go. Perhaps maybe more of these ones. Can I? Yeah. I can always put some more. Right. So we got 8 secondary guns and 6 torpedoes. Nice one. And a little bit of a 4-weight offset. But there is really not much I can do when it comes to balancing it. I could perhaps try and move those. Yeah, 3.5. That's a lot. But yeah, 0.9. If I could... Oh my goodness me, that's too much. Perhaps 3.5, so that would be 1.7. If I can drop it to 1.7, that would mean I got pretty well balanced ship. There we go. You have to use mathematics to actually balance your ship, because game doesn't account for the fact that you turned on mirroring and it's not presenting you with mirrored version of the launcher. Anyway, we managed to balance it out. I had to push those launchers a little bit towards back, and we still got some weight to work with. So let's have a look at that. Pitch and roll. Wow, roll is massive. Yeah, we are going to suffer from base accuracy penalty. Our ship is definitely not going to be too accurate in that regard, but I'm going to take that risk. It is heavy, well, torpedo heavy ship. That's for sure. I will take increased ammunition for normal guns in order to be able to keep or maintain fire for longer. And I think we can go for it. Yeah, I might in fact start reducing those guns a little bit. It will help me with the roll. Yeah, let's reduce it to just these guns. They will be perfectly fine. I'm happy with that. What else? We can add some belts. Definitely 3-inch belts, 2-inch extended. I can even push it to 4, I guess. Yeah, deck 2-inch with 1-inch deck extended. Turrets. Can I go for 4 with conning tower of 4? Well, yes, I can. There is still plenty of space for me to work with. Turret top can go up to 2, and secondaries 3-inch, perhaps, to protect them a bit more. And now let's balance conning tower and turret. Yeah, let's make them perhaps 6-inch. Yeah, let's give them heavier protection to protect my guns and conning tower from being damaged. When it comes to belt, well, it's a light cruiser. I don't expect it to withhold much of a beating, but perhaps pushing it towards 6-inch. Yeah, 6-inch. So that's pretty much mid-section of the ship that is protected by 6-inch armor. That's fine. Belt extended. Let's give it 4. Deck. Deck is a very heavy type of armor, so 3.13 with extended 1.5. Oh, that's a bit too much. 1.4. There we go. Okay, that sounds good. We can't increase any more on conning tower and turret. We've reached maximum. Belt is also at maximum. So that's pretty good. We actually have quite heavy armor. I'm not going to lie. This is really, really heavy. Can I go for... Nah, that would be too much. Barbette 3 perhaps? Oh, we are just above. We are just above. Perhaps anti-flop. Oh no, that is way too much. What else we can do? What else we can do to actually make our ship better? Well, there is not much we can do, in fact. There is a little bit of an aft weight offset right now. But not much that we can actually do with it. Right. I'm with you. Electric torpedo propulsion. Oh my goodness me, where is torpedoes? Torpedoes are here. So I got 13-kilometer range on my torpedoes. That is a pretty good range. Well, it is pretty good range. The problem is that I would need to get to very close to enemy battleship. I'm not sure if I want to take that risk. But if I can torpedo it, that would make a whole lot of difference. Should I change this to oxygen? No, that's gonna make too much of a difference. Right, let's leave it as it is. So I believe that this is going to be our ship for today's video. It has pretty good protection. It has actually very good protection for a light cruiser. Pretty good firepower. Quite good amount of torpedoes. And, well, decent speed. 30 knots for a light cruiser might be a little bit on the low side, but it's still much faster than any battleship can do. It might not be as fast for enemy destroyers though, so they will definitely be able to catch up. Right, so let's give it a shot. I believe that this is my good round and I will have a fantastic battle. So let's get going. Lunch. Fantastic. A sip of coffee. There we go. Right. So we are back. So 4 light cruisers, 4 destroyers against 1 battleship, 2 heavy cruisers and 2 destroyers. This is going to be a heavy battle, I'm telling you. Right, so our course is northeast. Not bad. I need to switch my formation to tight in order to fulfill mission requirements. Enemy has opened fire already, and we are pretty much crossing each other's, well, not exactly crossing each other's course. My destroyers have been spotted. And enemy battleship is in fact exposed. Good. That is very interesting. That is very interesting. How does... Ooh, okay, that's interesting. My destroyers have very low range on their torpedoes. But if I can get close enough to enemy battleship to actually unleash those torpedoes, it might give me an interesting result. So I will set my torpedoes to aggressive. My cruisers are close enough to actually immediately fire the torpedoes against enemy battleship. So I will keep them for now. They will soon unleash a salvo, and I am hoping to get some cool results. In fact, torpedoes are being aimed at, and if I can unleash a salvo at the right time, we might successfully kill enemy battleship early on in the battle. That is very beneficial if we can achieve that. It is not easy though, and my destroyers are getting into the way. I really don't like how this is going. Right, this is going to be a very dangerous maneuver. But if... Oh my goodness me, that is absolutely... Oh dear. That was very unfortunate. That was very unfortunate. Wow. Yeah, that was very unfortunate. Ah, such a loss. Wow. Superb. That was absolutely terrible. entire structure points have gone from just one shot. That is very bad. I'm not going to lie, this is a very, very bad outcome. So I need this to change. So what is that? That is a destroyer. So I want my cruisers to fire all the secondaries and main guns against those. Same goes to you. You can fire at this guy. And my cruiser needs to be avenged. So I want aggressive launch against this battleship for the crimes that he committed against my cruisers. Okay, all of them have fired torpedoes. So now I can turn away and make a run for it. Right, where? Yeah. Oh, Tumult will most likely... Okay, where is firing at torpedoes? Again, against battleship. So it all comes down... Ooh, we set fire upon... Oh my goodness me. Where have just spotted enemy torpedoes? Oh my goodness me. Foil. Okay, more torpedoes. Fantastic. Unleash all those salvos. Steadfast. Yeah, I want to see this battleship gone. Very good, very good. That's so much torpedoes. Wow, that looks amazing. Okay, ooh, can foil avoid those? Right, we hit enemy heavy cruiser. No, that is a destroyer, that's for sure. We definitely... Oh, foil eventually caught one torpedo, and it might be the end of her. That's for sure. Right, more torpedoes coming from Steadfast. Good, and I can come back onto course. Okay, first torpedoes are about to reach enemy formation. Very good. Oh, just look at this. There's more and more coming. Where is getting very, very dangerously close to the enemy. Oh, and she took a massive hit from enemy battleship. I don't think it's gonna end well. Steadfast is taking over. Oh my goodness me. But look at all those torpedoes. Oh, and the first two are about to hit enemy battleship. It's still unidentified, so we still don't know how well those torpedoes are going to deal with it. And there's more and more and more coming. Enemy battleship should get out of the way by that time. Tumult is again going into the way of Dartmouth, which is not something I really like to see, but well, we need to get out of the way of enemy forces. Right, we caused flooding and we caused some damage to enemy battleship. She's turning away, but she's getting into a way of more and more torpedoes. So we should soon see some more action. And Dartmouth is again... See, that's the problem with formations. Your ships are trying to do something terribly stupid. Where again is pretty much colliding with Steadfast. Tumult is getting into my way. Dartmouth is doing something completely stupid. Just because ships need to reorder themselves in the formation. How does the torpedoes look like? Yeah, some more are about to hit enemy battleship. She's still suffering from torpedo before, and she's about to take another one more. Is she going to take it? No, she's going to avoid this one. Is she? Yeah. Oh, she took it. She took it. And that's another flooding. That's good. That's good. And again, Bristol and Dartmouth collided. And that's pretty bad, because at this point Dartmouth is also going to take at least 2 torpedoes. Again, yep, a single torpedo can take out my cruiser. So that's 2 cruisers gone. Fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic. So I lost 3 cruisers. Oh, enemy battleship just died. Right, so that is a small sweetener to our bad situation, because we just lost 3rd cruiser. Why did we lose 3rd cruiser, you ask? Well, it's very simple. Formations. You ask your ships to go or to sail in a formation. So you get what those formations offer, which is a pretty bad maneuvering from the enemy, from your ship. And in fact, yeah, it turns every of your captain into enemy of its own, because they are absolutely hideous. Just look at this. These guys can't maneuver at all. You just can't make up for it. It's absolutely terrible. I sank 1 of enemy ships, which is a good start. But that's it. That's all I can do. My destroyers have unleashed yet more torpedoes upon enemy, but I don't see much of a chance to make a huge difference. Right. I think it's about time to retreat, because that's all I can do. I still need to wait for another 2 minutes to be able to deploy smoke. So I'm going to hide my remaining cruiser behind destroyers and hope for the best. If I can survive with at least 2 of destroyers and 1 light cruiser, in those circumstances I can consider this a massive success. I took out enemy battleship because she just took all the torpedoes that I had and like didn't survive that hit. But there is no chance I'm going to deal massive damage to enemy heavy cruisers and destroyers, because AI for enemy forces is much better than AI for ships in your own formations. So in your own formation, your ships becomes your bigger enemy. That's why I never use it. If you've ever watched my videos, it's been maybe 2 or 3 times when I actually used formations in lots of guns series. Eventually, if I used formations, it was in a very rare situations where I didn't have to maneuver at all. But in this situation, when you face against fleets consisting heavy torpedo armament, having your ships in any sort of formation, whether it is loose or tight, it's pretty much committing a suicide. You might as well poke a hole in every of your ship, because that's what you're gonna get. Enemy will eventually kill you. That's what is happening to Ware, which is not able to run away from the enemy. That's for sure. I can pop a smoke. Oh, I used the wrong ship. Right, I will pop up smoke in a hope that Ware is going to survive somehow. I don't know how it's going to survive. I actually don't see any chances of her surviving, because enemy, as you can see, spotted my torpedoes. And enemy is also moving out of the way of my torpedoes. Enemy is also chasing my ships to take the revenge for their ally. And in fact, I would have to slow down to 12.5 knots in order to match the speed of all my ships, because Ware is not able to maintain any sort of speed. At this point, I would normally probably order to abandon the ship. And I wouldn't be surprised if that would already happening, because she's going down. She's not going to survive that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, where is that? I can go back to half speed. So 21 knots. And this one can go down to 21 knots as well. So I will match the speed of my entire formation, in a hope that enemy will do something stupid. Like, for example, enemy destroyer will get into way of my torpedoes, which may happen. In fact, I think it's happening. Guys, this is amazing. I might eventually sink enemy destroyer by torpedoing it. Wow. This is a massive, massive mistake from enemy. Wow, just look at this. She's gonna take 1, 2. Yeah, she's gone. She's gone. Okay, well, that's extra spice added to maybe not so great victory, but it's still a victory though, if I manage to escape, obviously. Both sides stopped firing, which means that either enemy can't see me, which might be the case, or there is some other shenanigans happening. Right. Oh my goodness me, foil. Can you survive that? Please, please, please avoid those. Avoid them. Avoid them like fire. No, 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 no. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. You will be remembered. Fort. You are going to take... Oh my goodness me. Right, well, yeah, I should have seen that. Steadfast and Tumult are the last survivors. And enemy is getting closer. I don't like that. We might still win. I need to maintain my course for next hour, because it's 9:40 and enemy is not firing, which means that enemy cannot see me, which helps me a lot. Or actually, oh, enemy can see me, in fact, and enemy is actively chasing me. Right, but I can go at full speed, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Full speed ahead, and let's try to run away from enemy range. Okay, I lost sight of the enemy, but enemy can still see me. That is not good. That is not good. I need to run to northeast in order to maintain a good course towards Suez Canal. Come on, guys, you can do it. Oh, Tumult is slowing down. I need to slow down to 30 knots to match the speed of both of my ships. Yeah, that's no good. That's no good. Okay, Tumult is pumping up the water. 32 knots. Okay, we are rapidly speeding up. Oh no, over pen and fire. Oh dear, Tumult is taking heavy beating. I still need to... Oh dear, I need to survive long enough to cause enemy 30 knots. I need to go down to 30 knots to maintain the formation. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That doesn't look good. I can pop the smoke and hope for the best. Enemy definitely has a radar. Yeah, and there are torpedoes chasing me. So enemy definitely still has ability to fight with me. And I got only 2 destroyers. There's no... Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Come on, guys. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah. A bit more, a bit more. Just run away. A bit longer. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. There are more shots coming. It's really dangerous situation. Right, 30.5. Yeah, Tumult is slightly faster than Steadfast. So she is definitely going back into formation. Oh, there's more torpedoes coming, but they will never hit Tumult. At least not this one. But enemy keeps firing. Oh dear, another overpen and fire on Tumult. But she can still keep her speed, which is good. More torpedoes. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, okay. Is that the end of enemy fire? I think enemy ran out of range. Yep. Okay, so 9:24 it is. We need to survive until 8:24 in order to successfully win this mission. I need to slow down to 29 knots, in fact, in order to maintain my formation, because Tumult suffered too heavy damage to maintain that speed. And our orders are to maintain a tight formation. So what do I think about this mission so far? Well, it is very balanced mission. I really enjoyed playing it so far. If enemy won't catch up with us... Oh, there are torpedoes, but they were definitely fired when enemy was within the range. Tumult is in a great danger of actually running into some of them. What's the range of those torpedoes? Oh my goodness me, Tumult is about to... Is she going to take a hit? She is. And she's sinking. Oh my goodness me, what's the range of those? And there's yet more torpedoes. Wow. Yeah, but ships in your formation needs to actively take evasive maneuvers. It's ridiculous. If I would have direct controls over Tumult, I could have ordered her to avoid torpedoes. But instead, I had to let her go. Because like her captain decided, yeah, let's commit a suicide. Let's get onto those torpedoes. So she did. Anyway, I don't consider this as a new fire, because those torpedoes definitely needed a lot of time to reach my ships, and they were fired when enemy was within range, or within like visibility range. So probably enemy wouldn't even see that my destroyer got hit. They wouldn't be able to confirm that this destroyer in fact died from this torpedo, unless they got onto her debris or body. Anyway, so I can still carry on. What was the time? It was 9:24 when we disengaged with the enemy. Right, enemy lost sight of Steadfast, so they no longer have me in range. They no longer see me. Oh, okay. I see. So enemy have seen that that Tumult died, but they are they are not in a position to chase Steadfast. So she is the lone survivor of this encounter, if she can run fast enough for enemy to not catch up with her. And definitely I'm absolutely sure that Steadfast can run away. Too bad that she is the lone survivor, but well, that was the mission design, or that was the condition that I've set for this mission. We need to run away in the same direction that that we've started in order to actually run away, which forced us to keep our course if we eventually intended to do so, because we want to get to a Suez Canal within 3 hours. And pretty much run away from the enemy. So that is exactly what I'm doing. Was it the best decision? Well, in fact, yes. We did sink two enemy ships, one of their destroyers, and most importantly, we took down their battleship. So, well, it's very easy to replace a destroyer or light cruiser, but it's much harder to replace a big, massive battleship. So partially this mission was a success. But on the other hand, we've lost many, many good lives today. So I let you decide what's the outcome of this mission. I consider it partial success. We managed to survive, at least part of our fleet managed to survive. Pretty much small part of our fleet. But there is someone to tell the story. And we've sunk enemy battleship while retreating effectively. We had nothing to lose. And, well, we won. We somewhat won. Even though it's a Pyrrhic victory. It's not complete victory. We didn't manage to save up any of our light cruisers. One of them got sunk because very lucky shots from enemy. Two of them, well, were took down by enemy torpedoes, and those were absolutely massive. Those were like mini nukes. So I have to admit that it was very, very bad. And finally, we got into firefight with the enemy, and at the very end, I failed to avoid one last torpedo, which was more than enough to take down one remaining cruiser, which was my clear mistake. I should have reacted more harshly, but I was too focused observing the inability of destroyer captain to actually take any evasive action, which is another sad story of this mission. The fact that I was forced to use formations, I really don't enjoy using them for a very particular reason. They are designed so that they work with crew that gains experience, and that is a feature that eventually will make a way into the game. It was pointed out by developers on their like a roadmap at some point on the forums. So there is a plans that there will be crew and experience factor in the game, and I'm hoping that it will be connected with ability of AI captains under your command to actually take evasive maneuvers and maneuver within formation, because like it is a very, very like skill heavy thing that captains can maintain steady course between each other, and they can actually maneuver so that they won't crash into each other's ships while maintaining some sort of battle formation. So I do understand why AI captains on your side are absolutely terrible at doing so, because there needs to be some bottom line to that, and there needs to be some top line where you execute or you give order to a formation and it's executed perfectly. Your ship will avoid any obstacles, your ships will maintain formations at the best to their abilities. They will turn away from the enemy when they take too much fire, and they will turn into or out of enemy torpedoes as soon as they are spotted, instead of when it's completely too late and there is nothing to save. So yeah, it will eventually be upgraded. It's Alpha 7 after all. But yeah, those are difficulties that I faced in this mission. Anyway, thank you very much, Dinner, for posting it. It was fantastic mission. I really had a blast playing it, and I'm hoping to see more of your designs. It was really well designed mission. I hope you enjoyed the way that I took this mission. And well, to any of you that are just watching and are interested, how would you be able to submit your missions? It's not it's very simple. It's not that hard. Just pop onto my Discord and write your mission in appropriate channel. It will be put into vote on next voting session as soon as it opens. It opens every week on Thursday, if I remember correctly. That's when I'm confirming when or which mission has won, which mission gets into reserve, and which mission gets rolled into a next week's vote because it got second place in such vote. and you have a chance that your submission, your crazy design, or your mission will get featured in this series. Even if you won't win, even if you don't take the first or second spot, your scenario is not being scrapped. No, I'm not doing such things. Those scenarios are entering a pool of scenarios that I'm handpicking from, or I will eventually handpick from at some point. So there is still a chance that your scenario will be interesting enough for me to actually pick, and I will still feature it. So don't be afraid, pop in, have a chat with everyone who is already there, and well, have fun, because that's what it is all about. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you want to get informed about my new content, hit that notification bell button, and don't forget to share your comments down below. Have a great day and see you all later. Later. Out.